Today we're unraveling the deeper mysteries of binding spells, what makes them work, their variations, and the profound spiritual mechanics behind their power. There are degrees of binding spells, the spectrum of complexity. It's important to understand that binding spells vary greatly in their degree and complexity. On one end of the spectrum, you have simple freezer spells, placing someone's name in a jar with water to metaphorically freeze their actions. On the other end lies advanced binding magic involving blood, sacrifices, and the summoning of powerful entities. This higher degree of spell work often involves covens, as the magnitude of energy required to summon and conjure dark entities, whether demons, reanimated graveyard spirits, or other spiritual forces, is far beyond what a single practitioner can manage. These spells are layered and multifaceted, binding not only the target's energy, but also their emotions, thoughts, and spiritual path. The role of entities in binding spells. The type of entity used in a binding spell is critical to its function. These entities can fall into two primary categories: demonic entities, spirits that have never inhabited a human body, conjured from darker realms to enforce the spell's intentions. Reanimated graveyard spirits, human spirits that once lived but have been raised from the dead through rituals such as those practiced in Palo, a spiritual tradition that often involves working with the dead. These entities serve as the animating force of the spell, carrying out the caster's will. Whether it's to cause chaos, siphon energy, or block someone's path, these entities act as enforcers, ensuring the spell's success. How binding spells keep you stuck. Binding spells are designed to trap their target in one of three ways: anchoring you to the past. By keeping you focused on old wounds and traumas, these spells prevent forward progress, cutting you off from your destiny and spiritual evolution. Locking you in low vibrations. Spells that induce fear, anxiety, depression, or distrust trap you in a cycle of low-frequency emotions, making it difficult to access joy, abundance, or spiritual growth. Creating illusions. These spells attack the mind and emotions, distorting your perception of reality. When your thoughts and feelings are manipulated, your ability to make clear decisions is compromised, leaving you vulnerable to further spiritual interference. The connection between binding spells and destiny swaps. One of the most insidious uses of binding spells is to facilitate destiny swaps. By binding you to entities and dark energies, these spells sever your connection to the energy of your destiny. Once separated, the spellcaster can siphon or redirect your blessings and opportunities for their own gain. It's essential to understand that your destiny is not a location but an energy, a force that shapes your experiences and outcomes. Binding spells work to disrupt this energy, creating a spiritual open door that others can exploit. Breaking free, a journey of healing and evolution. As complex as binding spells may be, their presence often serves a greater purpose, initiating your spiritual growth and healing. These attacks highlight the wounds, traumas, or ancestral patterns that need to be addressed to close the spiritual doors that allowed the spell to take root. A curse without a cause cannot land. Binding spells rely on an energetic permission slip to take hold. This could be an unresolved trauma, an open wound in your aura, or an ancestral pattern passed down through generations. Healing these issues not only frees you from the current attack but also fortifies your spirit against future interference. Spiritual warfare as initiation. Enduring a binding spell is often part of a spiritual initiation. It forces you to confront the mechanics of the spiritual world, teaching you how to transmute darkness into light. The ultimate goal isn't to learn dark magic but to master the art of alchemy, turning challenges into growth and spiritual evolution. Looking ahead. Binding spells are intricate and multifaceted, often tied to deeper spiritual lessons and challenges. I plan to explore these topics further in future videos, so if there's a specific aspect you'd like me to discuss, drop your questions or suggestions in the comments. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and empowerment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enlightening conversations. Until next time, peace and blessings to all of you, my beautiful souls.